News 46 is brought to you in part by
Come to Friends Classic Consignment, where we have high-end furniture without the high-end furniture prices. Check out our special occasion wear and schedule your spa pedicure, only $20, or manicure for $10.
Please come down to Friends Classic Consignment for all your consignment needs.
751-8222.
On Barbara Street, where last night we have some heroes from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Department who pulled out a quadriplegic and two of his family members. We're going to speak to Fire Chief Scott Lewis.
Yes, around 2 a.m. we were dispatched for the report of a structure fire, and upon arrival of Station 5, who is the closest located station, which is several minutes from this address, they found heavy fire conditions on a detached two-car garage with an immediate exposure, that being the primary dwelling. The fire was through the roof. It was threatening the dwelling as other immediate outbuildings located on the property. Yeah, the deputies were instrumental. During the early efforts of suppression, we found that there was, in fact, a handicapped individual still in the primary dwelling, which again was an immediate exposure. So firefighters, while commencing suppression, also rescued that individual, brought him out to safety. But deputies Heaney and Beard were instrumental in helping us get two personal vehicles that were in very close proximity to that detached garage and were in immediate threat of burning, and they assisted us in getting those vehicles safely off the property into a safe location across the street. Now, especially important with that is the one vehicle was equipped for the handicap considerations, and so it allowed us the opportunity to put him in a safe environment during the course of the fire suppression. It really worked out well. They did a great job. Actually, the van is back in his care and custody, and the van was undamaged. And the individual was safely removed with no injuries, and his family was attempting to help him out. So we actually brought 3 people out, but one needed our immediate assistance.
And as far as the individuals right now, they're inside the home?
Yes, they're back in the dwelling, and Valley Electric was out here early this morning with us during the fire, and they secured the power and allowed them to still reside within the dwelling once it was protected and deemed no longer a problem for us.
And this is a detached garage, so as far as the reporting of the fire may have been delayed.
Yeah, it appears there was a delayed notification, or because people didn't realize that they were living on a property that the house was on fire immediately and allowed the fire to grow in intensity. I'm not sure who telephoned it in. We're still investigating those aspects, but clearly the location of our Station 5 and that being manned and allowed us to get here timely.
And any injuries to the occupants at all, smoke or any other?
No, there were no injuries. There are 2 family pets. 2 cats are missing at this point. We're not sure exactly what their status is, but we're still looking through during the investigative phase to see if we can find any indicators where they might be.
And do we know what caused the fire at this point?
It appears to be accidental, just by a first blush investigation. There's nothing indicating an incendiary act at this point, and so we're continuing investigation.
How much equipment did we have on scene here last night?
Well, all 3 stations were here, bringing a myriad of engines and water tenders and ambulances. So I think in total it was about 5 or 6 pieces of equipment plus the command vehicle and an ambulance.
There's a lot of equipment around this yard, and it appears in the garage as well.
Yeah, it's actually quite a beautiful yard in the front here. There's a number of different ponds and things like that. And then on the other side, they have a very large storage shed as well as other vehicles that they work on a regular basis. There's probably about another 30, 40 vehicles located on the property.
Wow. So this was brought under control in how much time?
The fire was under control in approximately 20 minutes. And it had a lot of potential, but the crews, that's what we trained for. They did a great job. They came in and just started working hard and multitasking and got things accomplished.
And once again, I'd like to thank Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Office. They did rescue all 3 of those victims of this structure fire. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.